Hello everyone and welcome back to the Perfect French with Dylan. Today I have a great lesson for you. A conjugation lesson to be exact. We are going to focus on verbs ending in er, verbs of the first group. We are going to focus on the conjugation today when the spelling changes either for pronunciation reason or we add an accent, a double L, all this fun stuff. So that's what we are going to focus on today. These are all the endings we are going to focus on today. Try to guess which one is the only irregular verbs ending in er, and we can talk about it later. We are going to focus mainly on the present tense today. Otherwise, we might be here all day if we see all the conjugation. But if you follow my French conjugation course here on YouTube, you know that the present tense is the main foundation for French conjugation. So learning everything today about the present tense will help you build other tenses correctly with the correct spelling. A few things before we start. This is my new filming space. This is a work in progress, but we are slowly, doing it. So please bear with me. Second is that the free PDF is available on my website, of course, as always. If you want to learn more about the conjugation, the complete conjugation of all the verbs we are going to talk about today, you simply go to the lesson on my website and they're all linked there. All you have to do is click on the verb and you have the whole conjugation with audio, example, and translations. And finally, due to some dental work, my jaw has been hurting a lot lately, so I will do my best to articulate, but if my face looks a little bit tense, this is why. Nothing serious, it's just a little bit uncomfortable. So, let's start the lesson, should we? We are going to do a quick review of the French subject pronoun. So we have je, tu, il, elle, on, nous, vous, il, elle. And the endings for the present tense for verbs ending in er are e, es, e, ons, ez, ent, ent. And let's start right away with the regular verbs ending in er. So this is the type of verb that does not have any change. So we don't change anything in the part of the verb that's not conjugated. There's no spelling change, there's no accent, there's no changes in pronunciation, nothing. This one is very easy, and we are going to start with trouver, trouver. So here, if we look at the stem, so the stem, what is the stem? The stem is the part of the verb that doesn't change. In this case, the stem is trouve, without er, because we remove the er at the end to add all the endings that we just saw for the present tense. So we are going to have je trouve, tu trouves, il trouve, elle trouve, on trouve, nous trouvons, vous trouvez, il trouve, elle trouve. And yes, il trouve, elle trouve, and then il trouve, elle trouve are pronounced the exact same way. It's all about the context in French. So usually, if you use a pronoun, that means that the subject has already been mentioned in the conversation before, so you usually know the context. It's not out of the blue. So it's all in the context. We don't pronounce the plural in French, so just context. Context is everything. For all the verbs we are going to see today, I'm always going to give you two sentences. One with je and one with nous. So, je trouve que cette télé est trop petite. Je trouve que cette télé est trop petite. Nous trouvons toujours tout. Nous trouvons toujours tout. And then for similar verbs, we have arrêter, donner, fermer, oublier, and raconter. So no change in spelling in the stem. The conjugation stays exactly the same, but now we have a little bit of changes for verbs ending in CER and GER. Both type of verbs are going to have one change for pronunciation reason. When a verb ends in CER, like effacer, that we are going to see, the C before the ONS, so the conjugation with nous, is going to become a CD. Almost forgot the word. CD. So why? This is because C followed by O is technically a hard C. But here we are looking at soft C. So the pronunciation like an S, basically, effacer. So to keep the pronunciation consistent, we are going to have the change. You will see. J'efface, tu effaces, il efface, elle efface, on efface, nous effaçons. Effaçons, ok? Nous effaçons. Vous effacez, ils effacent, elles effacent. All the verbs ending in CER are going to have the same change in spelling, so the C becomes CD when conjugated with nous. Just for pronunciation reason, otherwise it's effacons and it's just not it. So always the CCD. J'efface les anciennes photos de mon téléphone. J'efface les anciennes photos de mon téléphone. Nous effaçons le tableau. Nous effaçons le tableau. Okay? Similar verbs, we have avancer, commencer, déplacer, prononcer, of course. Now in the same category, we have verbs ending in GER. So when the verb ends in GER, like manger, we add an extra E after the G in the nous conjugation. So this is because the G followed by O is a hard G. But we want to keep it as a soft G. So we add simply a E after, simply. We add a E after just to keep it as a soft G. So all that is for pronunciation reason once again. Let's see. Je mange, tu manges, il mange, elle mange, on mange, nous mangeons. Vous mangez, il mange, elle mange. So you see here the E after G allows the G to stay as a soft G. Otherwise it would be nous mangeons and it's just not a word. So nous mangeons. Two sentences. Je mange une pomme. Je mange une pomme. Nous mangeons au restaurant. Nous mangeons au restaurant. Easy. And then we have similar verbs. We have changer, charger, mélanger, partager, and voyager. I have a very long list of verbs on the website if you want. I will have all the links in the description box, but if you go to the lesson on the website, you also have all the related lessons right there, so you can do that too. Now, this one is always very interesting. We have a ayez, ayez, A-Y-E-R. And this one only, this is the only ending that has that, is going to have two different stems and two different pronunciations. So there's two different conjugation possible. So you can choose. Choose the one you want. Very easy. So we have two stems. We have essaye with a Y, and then we have essaie with a I. So here, essaye, we have the rolling E, while essaie, we don't have the rolling E. So the rolling E is the beginning of the yes in English. So essaye, essaie, two different pronunciations. Let's see the first one, my favorite, with the rolling E, of course. We have j'essaye, tu essayes, il essaye, elle essaye, on essaye, nous essayons, vous essayez, ils essayent, elles essayent. As you can see, we have no changes here. This is why this is my favorite one, and that's the one I personally use. I know usually Francophone they prefer to use the other one. I don't know why, I always prefer this one, so that's the one I use. Just the way it is. The second one, j'essaie, tu essaies, il essaie, elle essaie, on essaie. Nous essayons. This time we do have the rolling E. Vous essayez, ils essaient, elles essaient. So let's see the two sentences that this time become three sentences. We have j'essaye une robe, j'essaye une robe with the first spelling, and then j'essaie une robe. J'essaie une robe. So really, both are fine, both are correct. It's really just the one you want. And then nous essayons d'ouvrir la porte. Nous essayons d'ouvrir la porte. Similar verbs that can also have two different spelling. We have balayer, effrayer, égayer, and payer. And the next category is oyer, huyer. Very similar to ailler, but it doesn't have two different choices this time. This time the stem will change from Y to I, except in the nous and vous form. So from now on, you are going to notice that nous and vous are changing constantly. Okay, this is, you will see. Let's see this one and we'll see after. So we have nettoyer becomes je nettoie, tu nettoies, il nettoie, elle nettoie, on nettoie. Nous nettoyons, nous nettoyons. Vous nettoyez, il nettoie, elle nettoie. So as you can see now, nous and vous did not change for the stem, only, no, not only, all the other ones did. So this is going to be we are going to have a very similar pattern for all the other verbs that we are going to see now. See two examples. Je nettoie la cuisine. Je nettoie la cuisine. Nous nettoyons la salle de bain. Nous nettoyons la salle de bain. And other verbs conjugated the same way are employer, tutoyer, so use to, and vous voyez, to use vous. The next one in this category, well, the last one in this category actually, is essuyer. Essuyer, we have j'essuie, tu essuies, il essuie, elle essuie, on essuie. Nous essuyons, vous essuyez, ils essuient, elles essuient. J'essuie la table. J'essuie la table. Nous essuyons la table. Nous essuyons la table. There's not a lot of ways to use essuyer, so it's a good one to know, but yeah, not a lot of sentences about it. So, two similar verbs, we have appuyer and ennuyer. Appuyer, ennuyer. You already know a lot about this category technically. Now we have the ones ending in E-L-E-R, ELE, and E-T-E-R, E-T. The stem of verbs ending with these two are going to change in all form, except for nous and vous, like I said before. This time the L and the T are going to be double in most conjugation, besides nous and vous. And also it's going to change the pronunciation of the E before. So E before a double L or a double T is going to be pronounced as a E. So let's see. You already know this verb, we have appeler. Appeler. So we have j'appelle. J'appelle. So here because of the two L, the E becomes E. J'appelle. Tu appelles. Il appelle. Elle appelle. On appelle. Nous appelons. Here we go back to the pronunciation, the same pronunciation as the infinitive verb. Appeler. So, nous appelons. Vous appelez. Ils appellent. Elles appellent. Two sentences. J'appelle la police. J'appelle la police. Nous appelons nos parents. Nous appelons nos parents. Okay? Similar verbs are appeler and rappeler. A lot of the similar verbs are usually the same verb with, different. Appeler to call, rappeler to call back. Same as English, really. So, that was appeler. Now, jeter. For the one ending in E-T-E-R. Jeter, to throw. Exactly the same thing. We have je jette. So, je jette, E-T-T-E. Pronounce E now that it's before two T. Je jette, tu jettes. Il jette, elle jette, on jette. Nous jetons, vous jetez. Il jette, elle jette. Okay? So nous and vous, stay je, jetons, jeter, just like the infinitive verb. Je jette la balle au chien. Je jette la balle au chien. Nous jetons les journaux à la poubelle. Nous jetons les journaux à la poubelle. Similar verbs are rejeter, projeter. For this category, we have 5 different endings. We have ele, ene, eze, et, and eve. In this category, the letter e before the er, so not included the ending er, the one before, will change from e to e with an accent this time. So here we add the accent to have the change in pronunciation. We don't have to double the letter because we already have the accent. Okay. At the end, the result is the same. It's just a change in pronunciation, but we do have a different spelling for appeler, jeter, and then for this one. Let's start with aller with peler, to pile. Je pèle, tu pèles. Il pèle, elle pèle, on pèle. Nous pelons, vous pelez, il pèle, elle pèle. Not the most common verb, but I had to use one, so just the way it is. Je pèle une pomme. Je pèle une pomme. Nous pelons une banane. Nous pelons une banane. I could have passed it, but you know me, I do not like to just avoid anything in the lesson. I like my lesson to be complete. So it would not have been complete without the verb peler. It's just the way it is. And a similar verb is geler. Now, ene, and you know this one is much more common. Promener, to walk. Je promène, tu promènes. Il promène, elle promène, on promène. Nous promenons, vous promenez. Il promène, elle promène. Je promène mon chien. Je promène mon chien. Nous promenons notre chien 3 fois par jour. Nous promenons notre chien 3 fois par jour. This category has few more verbs, similar verbs. We have amener, emmener, mener. Oser is the next one, same change with the accent. So we have peser this time. Je pèse, tu pèses, il pèse, elle pèse, on pèse. Nous pesons, vous pesez, il pèse, elle pèse. Je pèse la farine pour le gâteau. Je pèse la farine pour le gâteau. Nous pesons le pour et le contre. Nous pesons le pour et le contre. No similar verb for this one, which brings us to the next one. We have ever with achever. J'achève, tu achèves, il achève, elle achève, on achève, nous achevons, vous achevez, ils achèvent, elles achèvent. J'achève mon livre. J'achève mon livre. Nous achevons de manger. Nous achevons de manger. For the similar verbs, we have élever, enlever, lever, relever. Last one for this category, we have acheter, acheter, ending in et, so sometimes we speak really fast, so we tend to skip, so acheter, acheter. J'achète, tu achètes, il achète, elle achète, on achète, nous achetons, vous achetez, ils achètent, elles achètent. J'achète du pain à la boulangerie. J'achète du pain à la boulangerie. Nous achetons toujours trop de chocolat. Nous achetons toujours trop de chocolat. So, should we do the question I got a lot during my conjugation course is, should we have a double L or a change of accent? How do you know which one? And honestly, you just have to remember them by heart. So some of them will take a double L, other will take an accent. So early that becomes a double L, we have appeler, épeler, rappeler. But the one that becomes an accent, we have geler, peler. And then for et that becomes ette, et, we have jeter, rejeter, projeter. And then for the one that takes an accent, we have acheter. That's all you have to know. There are a few more, but I don't remember the last time I used them, so I don't know why I will add them in the list and give you more work and more things to remember. So here is what you have to remember when it comes to change of either double letter or accent. That's it. And the last big category, should I say, we have aider, errer, été, hébré. So this time the letter E with the accent A is going to become simply a E. So E accent grave in all forms, but nous and vous, of course. And we are starting with posséder, to own. Je possède, tu possèdes, il possède, elle possède, on possède, nous possédons, vous possédez, il possède, elle possède. Je possède une montre de luxe. Je possède une montre de luxe. Nous possédons un tableau de ce peintre. Nous possédons un tableau de ce peintre. Similar verb, only one for this one, we have céder. Céder. Errer, a very, very common one, we have espérer. Espérer. So, j'espère, tu espères, il espère, elle espère, on espère, nous espérons, vous espérez, ils espèrent, elles espèrent. J'espère que tu seras là. J'espère que tu seras là. Nous espérons arriver vers 20h. Nous espérons arriver vers 20h. Similar verbs are préférer, exagérer, considérer. One more, we have répéter, so E-T-E-R, répéter. Je répète, tu répètes, il répète, elle répète, on répète, nous répétons, vous répétez, il répète, elle répète. Je répète ma présentation. Je répète ma présentation. So, I repeat as I practice. Je répète. Nous répétons 3 fois par semaine en vue du concert. Nous répétons 3 fois par semaine en vue du concert. So we repeat, we rehearse. The better translation here. Okay. Last one before we see the only fully irregular, we have hébré, célébrer. Je célèbre, tu célèbres, il célèbre, elle célèbre, on célèbre, nous célébrons. Vous célébrez. Il célèbre. Elle célèbre. Je célèbre mon anniversaire. Je célèbre mon anniversaire. Nous célébrons notre anniversaire de mariage. Nous célébrons notre anniversaire de mariage. This one is the only one in this category, so let's jump into the only fully irregular verb ending in er. I haven't told you which verb it is yet, so let me know in the comment section if you knew before I even say it which verb it was. It's a very common one. It's a top 10 verb. The only fully irregular verb ending in er is aller. Aller, simply this one. And it's a shame because that's really the one we use all the time. So I'm sure you know already, but its conjugation in the present tense is je vais, tu vas, il va, elle va, on va, nous allons, vous allez, ils vont, elles vont. As you can see, nous and vous stay consistent when everything else changes. So this is a good quick reminder at the end of the lesson that most of the one we've seen today, nous and vous actually stay consistent with the verb while everything else changed. 2 sentences. Je vais au magasin. Je vais au magasin. Nous allons au marché. Nous allons au marché. And that's it. That was a very fun lesson to teach, so I really hope you enjoyed it as well. You know, like I say, mixing conjugation and pronunciation, it's always a treat for me, so that was really fun. In 2 weeks, I was gonna say next week, but in 2 weeks, I will have a practice on French silent letters. So this one is going to be really great too. I haven't done one of these actually, so I'm really looking forward to do it. And yeah, please don't forget to check the website for all the conjugation if you need them. And of course, I have plenty of books if you want them as well. If you feel like practicing something, I probably have a book about it. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for learning with me today, and I will see you in 2 weeks. À dans 2 semaines.